Morning guys, I just wanted to say we're back in the Lego room for pretty much the first time this year. As you can see, we've got a nice big empty space here. This did hold the winter village. Mrs. GeekBridge has been really hard at work getting rid of all of the sets back into storage, so big thanks to her. Let's get you spun round, because I wanted to say we're going to I've got another one of these. I've got two more of these backdrops actually, one to go along the back wall here and then another one this side. The problem is, as you can see, I've got tables in the way, so I've got to try and devise some sort of plan to get those put up. So I won't bother filming that because I'm sure it'll be quite stressful. But as you can see, we've got a lot of space here, and since having raised these parts at the back, I'm thinking that I need to raise along here, because I'd like the treehouse and the A-frame cabin sort of raised up a bit, because I don't know, you just can't see them there, and the problem is you run out of space real quick. So obviously we've got the new modular to build as well, so that's hopefully something I'm going to be doing over the course of today, and it may run into tomorrow, but I'm hoping that by the end of the weekend we should have the backdrops up and we can start then trying to get this bit raised and get more of a layout for GeekBridge, because at the moment it's just chaos. As you can see, we've got some other sets sort of over the Christmas period, so I'm working hard to get those built so that when we come to doing the layout again, we've got like as many sets as we can put in to fill up the city. So with that said, I'm going to make a start on the new modular, the shopping street, and then we can look at getting everything else back together. So stay tuned for updates on shopping street, and then as well as into GeekBridge. Right guys, before I get onto the build of shopping street, I just wanted to show you one of the gift with purchases for this year, and it's the annual silly hat parade. This was a gift with purchase. It wasn't tied to necessarily shopping street, but we got it at the same time. I think it spends over £180. So yeah, really nice little car, and the minifigs with the hats they're pretty cool. So you got this guy here. He's got a little propeller hat on, so that's quite fun. Stay there, and then this guy has got like a burger on for his hat, so that's pretty cool. Couple of nice minifigs, and I say the car's really quite smart, so that's another vehicle to put into GeekBridge. So yeah, and the way the sign's built is pretty cool. It's all sort of bracket details and plates. You have got some stickers there, but they're really nice. And yeah, I think that'll be a good addition to GeekBridge. As a fun little set there. Right guys, this is normally how I like to set up before building pretty much any set. So I have instructions out, I scan my set register for insiders. There's my mills plate, and then I like to set my bags out from I've got the first one up here, but from 2 onwards, so I've got a nice sort of flow to my work, so I'm always ready to grab the next bag. And then I keep all my bags in the boxes, so I can just put them straight in there as I go along. So that's the best way I've sort of found to to keep everything tidy whilst whilst at my little build table here. I'm not in the Lego room because it's just a little bit too busy. I'm also in the process of watching Lord of the Rings whilst I build this set, so that's quite nice. Right folks, we've completed building Shopping Street now, so we'll give you a quick overview, and then we'll do a bit more of a look as we go round. I say it's packed with details, as all the modulars are. One little detail I thought was quite cool here. You've got these little swirly bits that are quite fancy on these balconies, and really adds a nice design. And you've got some more fancy bits up here. A bit of a fiddly part was these little window boxes. They're really quite cool how they're done, because it looks like they've got soil in them, but they're a bit of a fiddly thing to get right. The little lights on this chair shop are very cool. They're quite a fancy little light, and you've got a chair, a fancy chair symbol on there, and they've got a bit of a sail on by the looks of things. And then we've got some other details here with some plants and things in the windows, and we've also got the historic pulley system for bringing furniture up and into different apartments and things like that. It's quite common on a lot of older buildings. On here, we'll come back to that roof. On here we've got a nice little can't think of the name, but nice little tower, and you've got 4 little minifigures in there, and yeah, it's quite effective how they've done that. We've also got, this is something I've not seen before, you've got these clear bricks here, I guess to signify windows in the roof, which is quite smart. Okay, so, and we'll come around to the back. It's quite unusual on the modulars. It's got no windows or anything on this side or this corner, so that's quite unusual. Out the back here we've got a little rat coming out from the a little bit down here. We've also got a little, well, quite a big bin with an old discarded chair in it. I have built mine on a different Mills plate just because I had it ready to go. So it's, instead of green it comes with the set, it's on a blue. I might tile this off once it's placed in the city, but we'll see what it ends up being next to. Other details, you've got the drain pipe up here. It goes all the way up the building, and then you've also got some floral bits on the side here for some detail, as well as a little birdhouse. You can see here part of the story is there's a leak, and so we've got a bandage on the downpipe. That's quite funny. Coming back around here again, there's no windows or any other detail on this side either, which is quite nice because you can put it straight up against another modular without worrying about sort of blocking any details off. But yeah, it's a very impressive modular, and very unusual having the corner sort of like an inverted one, a bit like the Arkham Asylum, and it is quite close. It does sort of give me vibes of what was it called? So it does give me vibes of Assembly Square, how it's sort of set out. I know it's not the same, but it looks sort of similar to me in terms of having like a statue or fountain. But yeah, I think it's really smart. I quite like this roof. This is quite a fun little place. You've got all your little plants, as well as a couple of ladybirds in the flowers, and you've got the little dovecote up here as well. We've got a pigeon there, and we've got another pigeon on the fire hydrant down here, so that's quite cool. I think the pigeons are reasonably new animals. I know I've got a couple with the city train station, and I've also got, I think in the city tower, the new city tower, there's pigeons as well, so we'll end up with quite a few pigeons around GeekBridge. But as you can see, we've got minifigs here. We've got one with a hammer. She looks like she's ready for business. We've also got another one down here, a chap with the toolbox and a spanner. We've got a guy here with his trolley with a chair on. These are a lot of these now. A lot of the parts in this set are sort of supported or stuck together with like two clear dots, studs. We've got a couple of cheerleaders as well, because this shop at the bottom is a musical instrument store. So we've got a couple of marching band members. One with a bit of a cupcake, and another one looks like it's got some ice cream. We've got the chap there. He's the I guess he's the owner of the music store. And we've also got a lady here. She's actually quite interesting. She's got a crutch, and I think, I can't remember if she had a hearing aid as well, but yeah, she's definitely got a crutch that you can see. We'll just turn you around there. You can see she's got a crutch there. So yeah, it's a overall really good set, good build, and let's get the roofs off and I'll show you inside. Right folks, we'll start on the inside of the taller building. Sorry for the shadows, but you can see it's an apartment sort of setup. We've got the bed and a plant. We've got a little fancy little chair and a rug and a table, as well as, let's see, a little radio here. That's quite funky. The bathroom's very posh. It's got some nice windows. Not the most private of bathrooms, but it's yeah, certainly a loo with a view. So that's quite interesting. Over in the corner here, we've got a spiral staircase that goes down to the other floors. And that's pretty much it up here. We have got a bookcase. I don't know how well. Let's have a look. We've got a bookcase here, and I don't know how well you can see it, but on here we've got the little like gemstone piece. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that. There we go. And then we've got another little bookshelf there with a vase and some flowers in it. So what we'll do, we'll go over to the top floor of the shorter building. Now this has got, it's like a little workshop really. So over here you can see we've got the idea of a Lego, the wooden duck set, which is quite interesting, and a little paintbrush and everything there. And then over here on the workbench we've got another chair with a piece of wood in the vise. That's obviously going to be another part of a project, as well as a bit of a stack of timbers there. So that's the top floor of each set. So we'll go down to the next floor now. This is the next floor down on the taller building. As you can see, they've got some instruments here. So we've got a bit of a drum that the band members can actually wear. Some twirly baton things, what they throw up about. Don't know the name of them. We've got some cymbals over here. And then we've got a bit of a letter on a frame there. Maybe it's some music or an award. You can see the stairs will come down here, and they've actually got like a bit of a fancy bit in the middle of each of the treads. As you can see down here, it carries on down as well. So we'll go to the next floor for both. Alright, so this is the ground floor for both of them. And I have to say, putting this tuba together was quite unusual. And in the window, I don't know how well you can see that, we've got a trombone, I believe. We've got the trumpet here, and under the stairs, nothing much under the stairs. But going round, we've got what's it? It's like an oboe or clarinet or something, and then another instrument there, French horn, I believe. And then we've also got a replacement hat for a band person as well there. Moving on over here, this is the chair store. You can see they've got different paint samples there for your different chairs. A small sales desk here, and then we've got some displays over here. So yeah, all in all, it's very, very smart. I did like this, the way they've done the bottom of the sort of the bay window. Very cool. And I'm not sure how well you can see. You've got the name of the Brickley's music store on there, and another part of the story about the leak that's going on. We've got a removable piece of I don't know, sidewalk path with a broken pipe down there. That's all part of the story. So I'm going to get this put back together, and I'll come back to you. So there we go, folks. That's just a bit of a quick review and a look at Shopping Street. That's 2026's first modular. So now we've got that built, we can work on getting that placed in the city, and we've got a couple of ideas with the band people that ties in with the gift we purchased that came with, well, when we bought this set for the Silly Hat Parade. So we've got the ones here in the car, as you've seen, and I think we can add some more people to join in the Silly Hat Parade. So I think that will be a fun thing to have going around in the city, and we can have lots of members of lots of residents of GeekBridge, joining in. So yeah, that could be quite fun. Thanks all for watching, folks, and we'll see you in the next one. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.